absolute first priority should be giving yourself permission to feel and process the news. Emotional regulation is essential before any financial decision can be made. Many people immediately jump into action mode from a place of panic, which can lead to poor decisions. So take those first 24 hours to acknowledge the emotional impact, whether that's shock, fear, anger, or even relief. Once you've done that initial processing, focus on gathering information about your separation package. Review your termination letter. Check for severance, accrued PTO, that is paid time off. PTO can cover vacation days, sick leave, personal days, and holidays in some employment contracts. So make sure to check because you may be entitled to receive payment for unused accrued PTO, depending on your employer's policy and state labor laws. And get clarity on your final paycheck timeline. This gives you immediate insight into what funds you will have in the short term. Make sure you understand your benefits timeline and document everything from your exit interview if you had one. Knowledge is power, remember that in these moments. And having clarity on exactly what resources you are working with creates a foundation for all decisions that follow. Please do not make any major financial moves in that first 72-hour window. This is information gathering time, not decision making time.
That is such a smart way to begin. So, how do you avoid panic and maintain clarity right after getting the news?
Well, we are human, right?
Yeah.
When you don't expect that stuff, man, I cannot even imagine how the very first wave of laid off employees reacted because, yeah, they talked about it, but that's one thing to talk about it and one thing to see it happen. Remember, panic leads to poor decisions. So maintaining clarity starts with controlling your information environment. I encourage a short digital detox. Turn off media notifications, avoid scrolling through job boards obsessively, and create designated times to check your email regarding your separation. The bombardment of information can be overwhelming. I also encourage grounding practices like journaling or meditation to reconnect with your center. Therefore, I recommend what I call the two notebook method. So keep one notebook for capturing all your emotional responses, your fears, your anxieties, and a separate one for factual information and action items. This separation helps you honor your feelings while preventing them from clouding your judgment on practical matters. Also, identify your support team immediately. Who are the two or three people who can provide emotional support without feeding into catastrophic thinking? Be selective about who you share your news with in those first days, as other people's anxieties can amplify your own. Remember, clarity breeds confidence.
I love that. So, when is the right time to seek financial guidance and who should they reach out to first?
Well, financial guidance should be thought within the first week, but not necessarily the first 72 hours. All right. So those initial days should be about collecting all the relevant information about your separation package and benefits. By day 5, you will want to reach out to a financial professional who understands federal benefits. If you're a government worker or someone familiar with your industry's typical severance structures. Your first point of contact should actually be your employee assistance program, if your agency offers one, as many provide free financial counseling sessions that can serve as a starting point. So if you have access to that EAP, go along and use them. Next, I recommend speaking with an employment benefit counselor to understand the exact timeline and requirements, as this is often your most immediate income replacement source. Only after these steps should you consider fee-based financial advisors or coaches like me who can help with longer-term strategy. Remember, layoffs are emotionally charged. Having a neutral party helps you assess your situation without spiraling into fear.